All those notifications, I gotta turn those off. Right there. Okay. Clear. How's everybody doing? All right, it's gonna take a minute for our API tokens to set, for it to start getting comments from YouTube. Want to say hi, everybody. MJ here, slowly recovering from my water park accident last week. I'm here at Tianxing, Wenwen's place, and I got some eggs tonight. I'll say hi to everybody. Oh yeah. I'm inside for a change. See, they're outside doing like some durian. Hey Betty, how are you? Rapid violent deceleration. Slam my chest into the retainer bar. Hurt bad. That was last Saturday, not yesterday. A week ago Saturday. Yeah. I'm doing okay, but thanks. But we're here at Wenwen's. Outside is where I usually sit. I usually sit right there. But I'm gonna go out in a minute because they're jibber jabbering out there and having a good old time cleaning up some durian, and I'll go out in a few minutes and show it to you. Drinking a little bit of scotch, no water, no soda, and no ice. I still can't lay down. I have to sleep sitting up. Oh yes, thank you. Hey Mark, how you doing? Nice to have you with us. Yeah, actually that's what I thought I did. I thought I did break my ribs. Hey bud, how you doing? All right guys, nice to have y'all with us. This is great. Maybe I should do this. Might be better for the comments. There we go. And you know what though? That's better for the window. Anyway, I want to say hi to everybody on Periscope, and we can retrieve the Periscope comments. You'll see them in the stream, so I can see them too, even though I'm streaming to YouTube at the same time. Sorry about the title. I'm having difficulties right now logging in. Yeah. Actually, Dean, give me 1 second. I'm having trouble logging into Restream. I didn't realize it. I got to use a QR code. It's so I can't change the title. But the Periscope title just says Late Night with MJ Klein. YouTube has the wrong date on it from the last time. I'll fix it later. I normally don't drink blended scotch. I normally am a single malt only kind of guy. But, okay. Hey Bella. Bella, welcome. We got bot problems here. Let me see if there's anything I can do about that. Can I? No, I can't. I can't block that. Oh well. I'll try it again. Thank you, Bella. Yeah, I can do that. I would like to. Yeah, I know. We don't have the bots on YouTube. I know. But that's, that's one of the problems with Periscope. And unfortunately, they're burned to the stream. Now, if it becomes a liability, I'm going to go back to just using YouTube. I'm trying to revitalize my Taiwan Live TV Periscope account. I haven't used it for 2 years, and figured I might as well just simulcast. So, yeah, it's an import here too. Grows in Southeast Asia. She's got a I'll show you right over there. She's got a whole stack of them. I'll show you in a second. They're packaging them up. They're packaging them up to sell. Says I got poor connection. Let me do this. All right. I don't want to got poor connection. Hey, Mike, how are you? Hey, nice to have you with us. I'm finishing up some eggs. I might take a walk. You know, I walked down the street the other day. I got some sausage. So, yes, I can. Luke, I can see him. It is. A lot of people like McAllen. It's okay, it's not bad. Not one of my favorites. But anyway, I'm drinking the only blended scotch that I like, which, believe it or not, is Teacher's Highland Cream. It's a cheap whiskey, but something that you don't know, probably, is that most of the output of the Ardmore distillery is for Teachers. And the first time I tasted Teachers blended, scotch, the Highland Scotch, I bought it because it was cheap and I wanted to see what it did, see what it was like. But yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. To me, it tasted like Ardmore Legacy, one of my favorites. Mild smoke flavor. And, because generally speaking, Highland malts are not peated, because it's expensive. So I don't really go for Johnny. But let me see what I can do about this. Can I? No, I guess I can't. There's nothing I can do about that. Oh, all these bots. This is just. Will you please do something about the bots on Periscope? So where should we go? I want some kind of a snack. Now, last week I walked down that way to the place that was doing the deep fried stuff. It's not that late. It's only midnight. They're going to be open. And over here at this side, I was walking back, and that's where they were painting the pedestrian crosswalk lines. Yeah, beer's good. It's just too many carbohydrates for me. But yeah, my little sister and her husband started a microbrewery. They're doing really well. They have a small liquor store chain. They started their own microbrewery, and yeah, they got a factory making beer. Excuse me, oyster omelet. Jeff, I don't like those. Ugh. Interesting, you know about those. The oyster omelets, they don't do it for me, man. I'm telling you, they're like, oh my goodness. Too slimy. I've had some, like the comments on the other side. Yeah, the reason, Mike, that I moved the comments was because if you're viewing on Periscope, it interferes. And I moved them up a little bit too. They're a little bit higher because in Periscope, the comment entrance box, the text box that you enter stuff is down there. If you're looking in landscape mode, so I did move them for Periscope. And if I stop using Periscope, I'm going to move them back. Let me show you the durian. I'm in the mood for something, not sure what. We could go down to the local 7-Eleven if you want to. Hey Dave, how you doing? All right. Hey you guys, fist bumps all the way around. Could go to 7-Eleven. I was telling you though, last week we saw them painting the pedestrian crosswalk signs, and with or stripes. What they did is they put those big wide stripes, right? The big wide white stripes. But then they painted a green field around it. So it's I haven't seen that before, so. Right now I'm using Taiwan Live on both. I'm using Taiwan Live TV on YouTube and Taiwan Live TV on Periscope. So I'm trying to just consolidate everything to Taiwan Live TV. And bowls, let me tell you, it's super easy to find it on YouTube because it's youtube.com/C, lowercase c, and / then Taiwan Live TV, so it's easy. So youtube.com/C/ Taiwan Live TV. Yes, I saw that. That was fantastic. And Dave, I always wanted to ask you a question, and I don't want to put you on the spot, and I don't want to embarrass you, and so what you can do is, if you don't want to answer it, what I would do is just pretend you didn't hear me ask this. But oh, no, those are good. Jeff, those are really good. I'm telling you, I swear, they're fantastic. They don't have them down there, but they're the really, really, really big ones. But okay, thanks, Luke. Thanks. The dentist visit went well. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys know too much about me. I got to go back on the 20th. They made a 3D mold, and I'll ask Dave this question. Dave, I'll ask you a question. They called you a professor of English. Are you a PhD? I don't know. And if you don't want to answer, you can pretend that you didn't hear that. Okay, they made the 3D model, you know, of my teeth, you know, how they fit together, and they're going to look at them, and they're going to give me a consultation on the 20th and let me know how many thousands of dollars it's going to cost. All I wanted them to do was to fill in the gap a little bit in the front of my teeth, and they have. And now, like, if I'm not, okay, just, all right, thank you, and I hope that didn't embarrass you. Because I was whistling when I was saying the S word, you know. So, let me tell you, that goes over in church like a fart. Every time you say anything with an S, like that. So, let's take a look at the durian. All right, here we go. They're packaging it up here for resale. Look at that. That's nice and soft and nice and stinky. Yeah. Oh, look at this. They have some aromatic fish over there. Look at that. Ooh, it's marinated. Betty, I hear you. I hear you. And the funny thing is, it's really criminal. But when you travel overseas, you find that the people that have the worst teeth are usually Americans. They can't afford to go to the dentist. I mean, I was a staff engineer at Cybex International, a $100 million company, and I couldn't get dental work done. They gave me this big insurance book, you know. I went through the network, couldn't find anybody to do it. Here you go.
Thôi vậy mai tôi làm ca sáng cho. Hai.
Really? Well, that's interesting. There you go.
Ý em nói là em không am làm ca của bà đổi em mệt. Nhưng mà bằng ai gì chắc mình cũng phải chịu.
Không, nói rồi không ghi lên bảng.
Buổi
sáng ta ngủ mà không hiện như tao đó. Bữa nay mà không
báo câu sở.
Không phải ra.
Đây, ông bao nhiêu chị? Bán không hợp thì chị. 100.
Can't say
Đi bà khoa cho Hồng.
So,
ông hỏi thôi, ông không có mua.
对不起，我不相信。我在泰国吃很多，谢谢。I was just asking her how much is. I forgot to say package. One of the containers, and she said it's 100 kwai, so it's 100 NT, which is $3 for that. So what they did was they bought a bunch of durian, this huge durian, and they chopped it up. So, yeah, no, I know what you mean, Mark. It's crazy. It's crazy. No, this is durian. The stinky vegetable that a lot of places don't allow you to bring on the bus or the train. And it's really soft. It's actually not bad. It has a kind of a fermented flavor. You know, there are many foods in all cultures that have they stink when you smell them, but they taste good when you taste them, you know. And in particular, there's some rotten fish dishes that I've had that I just couldn't stand the flavor of, but my goodness, I mean, I couldn't stand the smell, but the flavor was fantastic. So anyway, they're selling one of these for $3 each. And so what they did was they bought a couple of big durian. They just chopped them up, and it's just a way to make money. It's pretty cool. And they're shredding it. And It has an armored outside. Yeah. It has an armored shell on it, which is actually kind of dangerous. There's another one they have, and Dave might be able to help me. This might not actually be the durian. This might be, there's another one that they have. I want to see that. I want to look at the outside. Let me see. Boy, we are kind of go wind me into. Oh yeah, okay. Look at that. It's like armored. Yeah, that's really spiky, and it's wow.
Ông nội nha, không nghe mụn nha.
And gin the home. Yeah, it's really sharp. So that's durian. Anyway, so this is where I sit usually, and you see the curve up here. This is all curved because I've got a wide-angle lens on, but this is where I normally sit. And this is where we have our Chinese lessons right up here. This is a menu that I did for these guys in English, and it worked out pretty good. Now what I want to do is I want to pay my bill. And I got 30 so yeah, I need to pay my bill. Hang on a second. Give you a shot of the durian here while I'm getting out my money. Right, in a minute, I think we should go down and get some sausage. Okay, now. Yes, it does. That's a good description. I was going to say some cheeses are like that. All right, let me do this. So 3 eggs was 60 NT or $2. Is everybody's favorite boss lady. Say hi.
Hello.
This is Win-Win.
This is Win-Win.
Yeah, 对 she only charged me. 我告诉他们就是我要付钱，你说就是50块就好了. I wanted to pay her 60 NT. She gave me 50 back, and she just said no, we're good friends. So she always does that. This is the menu that I did for her in English. Yeah, she's a nice lady. And this is a menu that I did for her in English, which is really cool. It's got Chinese over here. It's got Vietnamese here and English. And this is the original menu, and it was only in Chinese and Vietnamese. So I added the English. I gave her an English text, and so 他们多少你好你好. Yeah, Win was good. You know, I've known her for about 6 years, and excuse me, her kid, when I met her, she was pregnant with her kid, and my wife was pregnant at the same time, and she gave birth to Chi-Chi, Yusin Chi-Chi, about 3 weeks after Phoenix was born. But Phoenix is a lot taller than Chi-Chi just because of the DNA. Now, okay, here's what we got. Down here is where I went last time, and that's where that place that has the deep fried sausage and the other goodies. Down here at the other end, this way. Yeah, I got my little good question. I got my little bag here with my scotch. Down here is a 7-Eleven. I could get some snacks at 7-Eleven and probably live stream there. And down there's where they have the pedestrian walkway that they finished that you can see, but it's kind of not a big deal. This is kind of a repeat of last week. See, the reason I'm out, I'm not in my studio. The reason I'm out is I need to get a little bit of exercise. Hey, Coco, how are you? Nice to have you with us. Well, Coco, I'm kind of doing what I did the other night. I'm walking around. I need a little bit of exercise, you know. And I was going to sit in the studio, but you know how it is. I've been recovering from that injury, and you get all stiff if you don't exercise. You stiffen up, and every morning I get up, and it's a real. The first 10 or 15 minutes are just like agony. This is the Jar Jar store. This is where I sit and stream sometimes at night. This is another convenience store. You guys want to see the inside of a Taiwanese convenience store? I haven't done this for a while. I don't know if wait a minute, I don't know if I've ever shown you a convenience store, because sometimes they don't like me to stream. But this High Life here, they won't care. And I know the nighttime lady, and she likes to talk to me. So you know what I'm going to do? Instead of asking permission, I might just, ask for forgiveness later. Anyway, it's cruising here, especially if I buy something. I'm probably going to talk low. Food, obviously, is very prominent here. These are great. Look at these. These are Taiwanese sausages. Look at this. Pearl Taiwanese sausage, and they got minis over here. Roe, see the roe? This has fish roe in it. See? Yeah, fish roe. And these are another kind of mini sausages, and these are German style, garlic style German sausages. Oh, this is how mayonnaise comes in Asia. This is salad dressing, but it's also mayonnaise. Comes just like this in a little bag, and all kinds of cool stuff. This is salty egg white. Yeah, maybe I should. That'd be funny. All kinds of rice boxes and stuff. And you know, the food quality here is good. Like, look at these guys here. This is really, really good stuff. Yeah, they're all Taiwanese products. Yep. Look at this. Seaweed on the outside. Dave knows what this is. This is roast pork on the inside with sauce and a bed of rice wrapped in seaweed. This will be like a seaweed roll. They even have some sandwiches here, like this. And we got some fresh fruit over here. Little soups. These are little soups and cups that you can buy. Now down here, this is the quick area. So they've got like beer and stuff, grape juices, and vitamins and stuff. Let's go down here and look. I don't know. I mean, how much for what? I did for which one? Okay, feminine products on the left, personal products down here. Razors and all kinds of stuff. Cost of what though, Bella? Which one? And then, yeah, all kinds of personal products here, and Blistex, and you name it. But yeah, prominent, the condom counter, the Extreme 3. That's what I use. Okay, now let's go down here. Oh, the roast pork thing? I'll tell you what, when I go back, I'll find out. All kinds of shredded snacks. These are all shredded meats. A lot of stuff is like this in Japan, too. These are sauces down at the bottom. And soy sauce and vinegar and oil. Canned goods. And these are all like instant noodles. Oh, these here, Dave and I talked about these. These are little elixirs. These are made, people are like clam essence. It's a little jar that you drink, and it shows all the ingredients in it, things like that. Yeah, dried meat, yep. And clam essence is something that people drink for health. They also drink essence of chicken. And yeah, some really cool stuff. Which one is this? Oh, this is lutein for eyesight. But Asia, Dave and I talked about this before, even in Japan, they have all these little elixirs and things. Now the dried meat, I'll go back and show you. This is like dried, shredded, my gimbal's messing up, dried, shredded fish and squid. These are different kinds. Yeah, well, buyer beware, you know. Chili flavored, hard boiled quail eggs, see? Damson, candy, things like that. Basically like kinds of beef jerky. And you could buy beans here too. Red beans, mung beans. Alright, so we got the cup of noodles down here, all this noodle stuff. And then we come to the liquor section. Now, all the convenience stores in Taiwan sell hard liquors. My favorites, Suntory over here. Choya from Japan, which is a beautiful plum liqueur. It's incredible. Black Label, Scottish Leader, all these Matisse wines, Yellowtail. Look at this. Everything you can think of, they got over here. And the Korean ones, I've heard they call it, this is peach, so. Yep, it is. More stuff down here. Over there, they have single malt scotches too. Some really good ones. This is all pens and stationery, or we call wenju in Chinese, and toys. Now let's go back and look at this thing, because Bella asked. This pork thing, let's see how much this thing is. Okay, it says 42 NT. See right here? 42 yuan. 30 NT is $1. There is an age requirement, but I've never had to worry about it, so yeah. These are breads over here. Some, I don't know. I don't know how well they're enforced. I think if a kid comes in and says, I want to buy a beer for my dad, I think they'll sell it to him. These are all breads. Up here they got some single malt scotches. They got Glenmorangie. They got Macallan 12 up there. Somebody was talking about that earlier. Black Label, Green Label. They usually have Balvanines. Here's Macallan 12 right here. Yeah, but they often have Balvanine. Now there's some other really great stuff here. I think I missed a comment. All kinds of coffee products. This is almond milk, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. All kinds of milk products, wheat products, juices. You know, like these are different kinds of lemons and oranges with honey, and you can see that, just fantastic. Asparagus juice. Oh yeah, guava juice. Look at these juice blends here. Strawberry milk, really good. And they have English on them too, so. Well, it's because it's not a police state. Now here we go. Here's all the chips and stuff. And we don't have quite the variety they have in Japan, but they got some pretty cool stuff. And yeah, that's a cooler shelf, yeah. If there's something you guys want me to try, because one of my favorites is, you know, you see me eating the wasabi peanuts. These guys right here. These wasabi peanuts are just fantastic. If you look back, they got other kinds of peanuts here, and almond and cashews. Yeah, it is. These are they're hard peanuts. Garlic roasted almonds, honey roasted almonds, deluxe mixed nuts. Great stuff. Lots of stuff here. Cookies and things. And all these Doritos. We have Doritos here, and Lay's too. Lay's here is here. We even have the deep ridged. So what I used to do years ago when I was still living in the States and traveling back and forth, I would buy a bunch of this stuff and give it to my friends, and their friends would come over and go, "Where'd you get that?" Because of the you know, the Chinese on it. You know, it was pretty fun. I bought a bunch of Chinese Coca-Cola, but what they've done recently is Coca-Cola has removed the Chinese branding. It used to say used to say Coca-Cola in Chinese, and now it doesn't. Everything else is in Chinese, but it doesn't say Coca-Cola anymore in Chinese. Yeah, what kind of peanuts you want to get? I like those. I like those. What am I trying to say? Wasabi. Lots of cool beers, include this Korean beer over here, and Sapporo. I love these beers. I love these Japanese beers, and bar beer. Taiwan beer I'm not a big fan of. They do have Schweppes soda water and a couple other new types of soda. Soda water is now becoming very popular here. UCC Black is a Japanese coffee, and it's, you know, black coffee is really nice. And over here is the frozen stuff. We actually have Haagen-Dazs, as you can see, and it's expensive, but you can get, you know, macaroons and other things. Frozen foods, and they're really good. Ice on the bottom for your drinks, but some of these frozen foods are really good. You bring these spaghettis home, or these rices and gratins, really good. So let's get, I'll tell you what we should do. Let's do this. Let's get something really bad. Yeah, but probably not in this store, but they do have Guinness in other stores. Let's get stuff that's like no good for you, because we're, you know, what do you think? There's shrimp strips, they call them, Pop Smile. I'm trying to just look here and see what they got. Lots of Pringles. I'm not a big Pringles fan, but these are, oh, it says it's spicy. These are like spicy fries. Pea crackers. We go along and see something here. Swiss cheese, Kyushu seaweed. That's pretty interesting. Deep ridged. Oh, that's crab flavor. Oh, you know what? I think Dave tried some of these. So it says it's pork pie here. This is supposed to be pork flavored. So let's get one of these. Let's get one of these. And then we'll get, let's go over here. We'll get one of these, I know what to get. We'll get one of these Taiwanese pearl sausages. These are really good. Yeah, I know what you mean. You can't. And there's something else we should get. Let's take a look over here. Now here they have, this is another area of some frozen foods, and they've got like fried chicken. See, like fried chicken nuggets and stuff like that over there. These are all High Life originals. These are original recipes prepared just for this place. Oh, look, this is these are onion pancakes. Oh, I want to get those because this is very Taiwanese style. And I'm gonna put these over here just for a second. 等一下 给我一个手 Yeah. 都要加热 And we can get like, yes, he just asked me. He's doing it. He's gonna pop them in there. In the microwave. Let's see. How about, okay, look, this is kind of like gyoza. Yeah, they are, but we're gonna heat them up. This is kind of like gyoza. This is like Peking ravioli, like they say in the States, where these are like chicken nuggets. This says and this says it first gets it. I'm torn between the dumplings. Anybody care? Guess it doesn't. Okay, thanks, Biddy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so you go to the table and eat some of this stuff. Yeah, that sounds good. How's things going on Periscope? I don't have to worry about YouTube. But how is everything on Periscope? Are we still looking okay? Yeah, the Darley. Yeah, that was it. Goes on. But I had a little bit of a. What's it? So he may bring this back to me. So let's do this. And I'll put. You know what? Let's. Oh, the other thing I forgot to tell you is all these mice and like a camera lens, all kinds of earphones, battery banks and stuff. These are all games, or these are games down here. These are all like cables and stuff, and Bluetooth speakers, USB hubs. Look at these gaming headsets and stuff. Oh shit. And like multiple, you know, for you know, mobile USB. So here we go. Now, I got mine. Let's do this. Okay, yeah. Got my tripod. So you guys still with me? Let me put the USB. YouTube ended. It shouldn't end. It should be going. Now that's weird. Thanks. YouTube ended. But Periscope kept going. Is YouTube okay now? YouTube okay? Here's the deep ridge. Stream is good. Okay, and that's on that's YouTube. Okay. Well, I took the box out. Now, I am walking around with it. Thank you. I am walking around with it, you know, in my bag. So, thank you. Thanks, bud. Yeah, it is. Okay. Whatever you want to do. You guys are cool. We're getting double comments from Periscope. All right, now these are the pork. That is incredible. This tastes exactly like a pork burger. No, it wasn't on your end. It was here. I was getting a little notification. I got the Wi-Fi box out now, and we got green light, so we're okay. No, it wasn't on your end. It's my end, and I'm sorry. This is astonishing. It's supposed to be like slices, and this is, you know, it's I guess it's a marinated pork, but it doesn't really smell like it. It smells like a potato chip with some kind of salty thing on it. Wow. This, ladies and gentlemen, is amazing. I can't believe how good this is. Lays.com.tw. No, 55% carbohydrates, so, but only 2.7% sugar. And they're talking about in the back, same in English, how about, you know, the deep ridges flavor, you know, it captures, it has the flavor in it, you know, called Waves flavor. Boy. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, you would think it would be more than that, but it's only 604 micrograms per 100 grams. So. Now, the Taiwanese sausages. Here we go. These are little guys. These are tiny little things. They're pretty cute. Okay. Those are pork. They taste like the best flavored pork meat ever. Slightly sweet, but not, see, not much sugar, I think. Let's see what the sugar is. 8.4% sugar. But if you eat this pack, you only get 4.2 grams of sugar. It's by a company called, can't see, but Black Bridge, famous in Taiwan. These are really, really good. I imagine if you put these on the grill and didn't just heat them in the microwave, they'd be really fantastic. Now, oh, the onion. These onion cakes. My wife's mother makes these, and she makes them. Hers are great. By the way, I was carrying man bag. Gotta carry tissues because there's no napkins anywhere. And we got those dumplings. So let's hit. Come on, this one doesn't want to open. Hit the dumplings. Yeah, kind of like that cocoa. Kind of like onion fritters. So, yeah. Anyway. All right. Of course, down at the local market, you can get, you know, the sausage that was made this morning. Now here's the. It looks like gyoza. Oh yeah. I'm enjoying this. I wanted a little snack. It's a rough day for me today. You know, with all the pain I was going through. Now look at this. This thing is huge. It is tasty. It's super tasty. This thing is huge. Usually you fold it up or it's cut. But it's not cut here, so all you can do is do this. Oh my goodness. I'm going to eat this later. Or we're going to have to go get a drink. This thing is chewy. Look at this. Chewy, chewy, chewy. It says poor connection, but I have no idea why. We should have a great connection. And Coco, I know you know what I mean. It's got just the right amount of grease. This kind of foods, you gotta have some grease, or you can't grease back, you know. But we say in North Carolina. But not too much, because you know if it's too much, the greasy flavor would destroy it. Just enough, like pan fried. Yes. Yeah, I knew you know what I meant. All right. Yeah. Wow. I might have to get something else. I mean some, that's it exactly. That's it exactly. I just want to say, Bella, you know, haven't had the pleasure of your company on a scope in a long, long time. So, how old am I? I'm sorry. I'm taken. I'm 62. How old are you? Thank you. Me too. 18. Okay, well, you don't have to worry about anything, you know, over 18 entertainment. But yeah, I'm loving it too. Thanks, Dave. And you did some really good ones too, Dave. You know, the convenience store scopes. Whoa. Come on. There you go. Look at that. Man, oh man. The problem is, I want to try some stuff, but I didn't necessarily want to sit here for 30 minutes and do it. The last time, went to the other place. Favorite foods are deep fried oysters. We call deep poirier, which is sweet potato leaves. Sweet potato leaves. We have a vegetable called hollow vegetable, which you call, I think, water chestnut in English. Those are my three favorite Taiwanese foods. Now, of course, here in Taiwan, we have a lot of different ethnic foods. And I love Thai food. And right down the street, and I've been there many times, is a Thai place. They got great Thai food. Ladies from Berlin in Kon Kan province. But yeah. The oysters in Taiwan, they're farmed, and they're something about them. I don't know what it is. It's the water or something, but they are so sweet. Of course, not without, I mean, you don't add any sugar to them. Just the oyster meat is so tender, and it's fantastic. And what they do is they bread them with a little bit of tapioca starch, and they hit it with some black pepper and white pepper, a little bit of salt, and then they always throw a couple of leaves of basil in. Oh, it's incredible. Now, there is a late night group on the Line app, and we've got about 700 food photos, which I show those deep fried oysters. In Taiwan, Dave, that's a very good question. I've never seen local oysters offered raw, only imported. And very rarely. That's a very eclectic market. Not like living in Boston, you know, where every seafood place has a raw bar. Here, you know, the raw bar would be Japanese style foods. Yeah, I know. You know, it would be like you know, sushi, sashimi, and even the stuff. I mean, like the octopus is not really raw; it's parboiled, you know. But the upscale restaurants and hotels in Taipei will have like the, what they call them, the Blue Point oysters or something from New England. So yes, I've never though seen. In fact, you guys have seen me scope quite a few markets, you know, where they have the oysters, right? Oh, cool. Thanks, Mike. Never seen them in the shell. They're always shucked, and usually in a bag, because you're going to take them home and add them to a dish. But never seen Taiwan oysters on the half shell, but I wonder what they'd be like. I would definitely try them. I should investigate that. I just wouldn't know where to start. Maybe at the on fishing market. Because I know how to say raw, fresh oysters, so wouldn't be a problem to ask for them. This might be a problem to get them. I don't see any hot rod magazines down here. Big hot rod, motorcycle, and car culture here. Do see a couple of girly magazines down there, and it's kind of shucks, people here in Taiwan don't talk about it. There's a big like friend finder kind of thing going on, where you can buy these magazines and they got all kinds of people looking, for kinky hookups and stuff. So, but people don't talk about it. It's really like it's there, but it's not in the open. Dave, I'm going to say no. Not that I know of. That I mean, I think it's the same as Japan in that regard. I mean, the Thais eat raw beef, and they call that steak Diane, but I've never seen raw beef in Taiwan, for consumption. And so, nothing that I can think of, offhand, no. You do have these in Japan, Dave. These are incredible. I might risk going off my diet eating these things. And they're nice and brown. Let's see. No. In fact, I've never seen horse meat. I've been often offered dolphin meat, but the guy later went in the kitchen and said he didn't have any. We do have, of course it's cooked, ocean sunfish. And the funny thing is, if you look at Wikipedia, the ocean sunfish article on Wikipedia features a picture that I took of a dish of ocean sunfish that I ate in Hualien. Hey, it is our old friend Yuka. How are you, Yuka? Yuka, where are you? Switzerland? Oh, Yuka, look at this. Look at this. See this? We say zupai in Chinese. Let me do this. This is going to be easier to read this way. I know you can read that. This is really, 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 really good. Look at this. Right. Excellent. Very good. Oh, thank you. Excellent. We got double comments on Periscope. That's okay. Switzerland. Excellent. Now, those of you who know, I met Yuka like 4 times here in Taiwan. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. It's Lay's kind of potato chips. Actually, the wild boar that we would say in Chinese would be mountain pig. mountain peak. It would be Sanjuro. Anyway, oh, cool. So, Yuka was here in January with Casper and JL and John from LA. And so, yeah, you're having another meetup with Casper and JL. That's cool. It's the second time you met Casper. That's cool. Okay. Well, have a safe trip. And Yuka, I'm also eating this one. Look at this one. Oh. This is like an oil bread. I might be able to. Yeah, I like Japan too. I might be able to, Mike. I just have to. That's going to take some preparation. But there are some pretty cool ones that I can, yeah. I would probably have to do them from the studio. I'm drawing the screen. That's who that was. That was Dr. D's daughter. Okay. I never met her, but I saw her website. Yeah. Exactly. When you say we, where are you from? The name is so small I can't read it. Where are you viewing from? Taiwan. Mike, how are you? Mike, I missed you, man. I sent you messages on Twitter. How's everything? Ken, how you doing? All right. Great. Now, 现在我在虎口乡新区的虎口，这里是那个工业区。Here we go. We do. And I'm going to keep repeating this because we got everybody here. I was trying this tonight. Since you, cool. Understand, Yuka. Thank you. Sorry about that. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. This guy is really, really good. This is the pork. Oh my goodness. Oh. Don't apologize. Mike, you're in our line group, though. You know, you are in our line group, so. Mike, Psoriasis Channel Mike, I don't want to get paid. It complicates my taxes. Seriously, who would pay? All right. More of these. Now, let's do this. I need something to drink. What do you think I should get? Something alcoholic or non-alcoholic? I understand. Yeah, that's basically what it is, Dave. It's the same thing. 2 second latency. That ain't bad, man. 2 seconds is nice. That's basically what it is, Dave. Exactly right. Oh, the thing is, right, is it does have Japanese on it. This is called Zhejiao. I'm at the High Life, which is a competing competitive, competing convenience store here. Nope, not Family Mart, but good guess, good guess. This is the High Life right around the corner from my house. Yeah. Cool. But these are a surprise of the night. You should, bud. And why are Japanese cards so good? Because there's a guy at the end of the assembly line with a sword that'll cut your hand off if you make a product that's not anything less, anything less than perfect. Bud, it's kind of a rule. If you're gonna tell us that you're gonna go to a Taiwan market, you gotta live stream it, okay? It's kind of a rule. But seriously, Mike, it's the attitude. It's the attitude. The Japanese have a perfectionist attitude when it comes to those things. And that's why they show the rest of the world how to do it. I mean, I studied Japanese manufacturing practices in the 80s, and they work. We were doing synchronous flow up through the 90s and reducing inventory, taking people off the assembly line, making it work, and rebalancing it till it worked. Take another person off and rebalance it till it worked until we got everything, as efficient as can be. So we did it. Yeah. We got lots of stories about that. Quality control, manufacturing issues. Now, we still have, probably still running. We still have one of these, an onion pancake. I still have a couple of these dumplings, the gyozo, and I still have some of the, but not for long, some of the potato chips, but I need something to drink. Let's do this. I'm just going to leave everything here. Don't be such a. Come with me and help me find something to drink. I don't think there's any rum here right now. Oh, really? That sounds cool. That sounds really cool. All right, look, let's do this. Oh. I don't think they have any rum here. Well, let's go find something to drink. Tell you what they do have. Just got to go down here and find them. These are all beers. I'm not in the mood for beer. What do they got though? Yeah. Let's see. I'm sorry. Oh, they got the Summersby, like the ciders. No, hang on. This store is kind of light on those mixed drinks. Let's do this. This is what I feel like. They got Smirnoff Ice Original, and they got vodka mixed with the fresh grape juice, and this is this is some kind of beer. This is all beer, soya fresh. So I think I'm gonna get 2 of these. And they got twisties. Is that okay with you guys? Smirnoff Ice. How's that sound? Is that good? Are we good on this? So they're 55 each. So I'm gonna have to put my gimbal down for a second. Hang on. Those are cigarettes back there. By the way, dozens of cigarettes. We got Ipai Huh? Ipai. Oh, 谢谢。谢谢。 right. Okay, how we doing? We still got, yeah, everything is cool. Everything's sitting over here just the way it was. See, nobody touched anything. And now we're gonna go back here, whoops. And there we go. How's that? It is cool. And the fact that you can eat it. These were 55 NT each. So 30 NT is $1. So they're what, like about $1.75 each? Like $1.75 each, I think? Oh, I know. And they really, really are convenient. The only problem is things like, it's got like tons of condensation on it. I gotta get my do-rag out here to drink this. Come on. All right. You gotta have a towel. Everybody carries a towel, you know, for wiping your brow and stuff, right, when it's hot. But this is the other reason right here. You gotta be able to open your beer, your drink. Now, I haven't had one of these in about 15 years, 10 years. So here we go. Oh, it's not bad. It actually smells pretty good. Oh, that's good. I should get one of these again, but the thing is, there's no ingredients in it. Yeah. I can taste that there's sugar in it, so I gotta be careful. Don't want sugar, but we do. We do. It's too far out to know whether it's going to be so. All right. Thank you. If you have any questions about English or would like for me to explain what I mean, it's no problem. And you can ask me in Chinese. Hopefully I'll understand. So. That's right. That's the typhoon, they call it. Sanju typhoon. That's the name of it. But the thing is, right, is it's still kind of far out. If you look at the map, okay, it's coming up from Guam and it's heading up a little bit. But the way it looks like on the map, it looks like it's going to hit the Philippines, but I think it's going to swing up and hit the oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they are. They are. Now, my Chinese really is not that good, but thank you. I can't read. Can you tell? Do you have an English name? Yo, 英文名字吗？因为真的名字那个就是太小，我看不出来。I can't really see her name, you know, on I was assuming it's a her, but. Probably the South. I think you're right. I heard even today, I was watching the Taiwan news and they said they think that Kaohsiung is going to get clobbered again. And we were at the grocery store today and the man said that the vegetables, the price is going to go up next week in anticipation of Kaohsiung being underwater again. We were there. Hi, Jerry. Oh, Jerry. So Jerry's a guy, presumably. Okay. So, so yeah, the thing is, right, is I was in Kaohsiung like 2 weeks ago when everything was underwater. They showed the Dream Mall in Kaohsiung, and my wife's parents live on the next block. I mean, I was taking photos out the window of their apartment on the 10th floor of the Dream Mall, and that wrecked a lot of the vegetables. So we have Jerry from Texas. Oh, hi, Jerry from Texas. Sorry, I'm just reading you guys. Yes. Jerry, welcome to Taiwan Live, and meet Bud. Bud is from Texas. We have, I'm fortunate enough to run across the greatest group of folks. It's fantastic. Have so much fun. Yeah, I read that too. That's not going to be good. That's not going to be good. You're absolutely right. You know what I should do? Interesting, Jeff. In our late night group, I should put a link to our Taiwan weather app, just so you guys can check it once in a while. Although, wait a minute. No, scratch that. Scratch that. If, well, I don't know. I always have it set on automatic location. I don't know if you can be outside of Taiwan. When I was in Bali, it wouldn't work. But I don't know if you can set it on. Anyway, I will just send you a link to that app, and you can look at it, and you can watch the typhoons and everything. So yeah, no, I know what you mean. So yeah, I'll send you a link to that app, and you can look at it, and it shows typhoons, it shows earthquakes, and rain and wind alerts. But one thing that it does have in the forecast, it has forecast and has observation. And the thing that I like about the Taiwan app is that in the observation, okay, it does, okay. I guess you have to set it for a specific site, because when I was in Bali, I had it on automatic location, and it said you're not in Taiwan. I'm like, I should have, okay. So anyway, it does top 10 and things like that. So the top 10 UV, the top 10 temperatures, or high or low. You can look at the top 10 precipitation, and just what you said, it was Tainan that got it. Tainan had the highest precipitation, although Kaohsiung was partly underwater. Parts of Tainan got decimated. As a result, in this neighborhood right now, some of the local restaurants are having trouble getting vegetables, even now. And some of them don't want to buy the vegetables because they're too expensive, and they don't want to raise their price. Yeah, that makes total sense. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I guess that's what I didn't do. But I was kind of preoccupied with being in Bali. So Mike, I don't want to put you on the spot. And you can DM me later, but did you already come to Taiwan and then go back? Did you already come to Taiwan and go back home? Because if so, sorry we missed you and didn't get a chance to see you this time. We're gonna have to get you in front of Women's, South Carolina. Now, where Coco lives. Oh, you didn't? I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad I didn't miss you, but I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to come here, because I know how much you love being here. Coco and her husband live on the coast. Let me know. Seriously. And so, even though the hurricane may hit in South Carolina, they're going to feel it where they live on the coast. So we want to keep Coco and her husband in mind when that thing is cranking out. All right. No, I hear you. This was the deal of the night, the sleeper of the night. I can't believe how good this was. And I feel so much better. You know, it's really funny, but there's a meme about a young woman looking, you know, she's in the supermarket and she's looking at the shelves and they're bare. And the caption is something about, you know, how come everything that I like has carbs? So well, Mike, you're gonna have to define what you mean by virtual meetings. But we've been having business meetings on the web for 20 years now. I mean, remember Microsoft Net Meeting came out like in 1995. When I was an engineer at Cybex in 1999 and 2000, we had a proprietary video teleconferencing system with a omnidirectional speakerphone in the middle of the conference room desk, and we were talking, you know, to our sister company in California from the Boston area. Doing that, you know, almost 20 years ago. But depends on your definition of virtual. Oh, hologram. Well, I don't know. There's two obstacles. The hardware cost and the bandwidth. And it can be done. But you would have to really convince a company that they have to spend that kind of money to get, you know, holographic projections, and they may not be that useful because I mean, I can do a lot more. Say, like, if you designed a product and sent me a SolidWorks 3D model before a meeting, and I was looking at my computer and was measuring it and spinning around and looking at it, that would be more useful to me than looking at a hologram that somebody else was controlling at the other end. But I don't know. Well, I mean, look at right now, the difference between HD and you know, like 1080p and 4K for 360. These periscopers that do 360 suffer a tremendous loss of resolution because it's spread out across the 360 sphere. The only way really now currently to do 360 is if it's a 4K system, but that means that any slice of the sphere that you're looking at is only 1080p. Like, I've got a 2K camera, and if you start zooming in, it's not that good, but it's okay if you're, you know, zoomed out. So yeah, I mean, just imagine this. I mean, when we're finally at 8K and whatever the next one is after that, then we might have the bandwidth. But for mobile phones, we got to wait for 5G. It's just too much. That was good. All right, now I think, excuse me, the potato chips are gone. Yeah, there's enough bandwidth on the cable, sure. But these days, it's only a matter of time. Look, the answer to everything is data. I said this 5 years ago. The telephone company is going away. There will be no more analog copper pair conversations. Zima. Not sure who that is. Even here in Taiwan, see, when I got my last Samsung software update on my phone, it enabled voice over LTE. Everything now is going to be data. My international phone system is voice over IP. Thanks, Ken. I understand. Take care. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us. my international phone system is voice over IP. Pretty soon, you'll use numbers, you know, to identify a station, but there's going to be no over-the-air digitized voice transmission. It's all going to be voice over IP over the internet. It's all data. So it just, that's where we're headed. So it does sound great. Yeah. Here in Taiwan it sounds fantastic. But there's going to be no more cable company and no, hey Rob, nice to have you with us. And no more, I mean, we used to say this all, because you know, I'm a broadcast engineer and I was active, you know, in the broadcast engineering community and in the Boston area, in New England, and we always used to say it's only a matter of time for the phone company and the cable company merge, you know, whichever one buys the other one. It doesn't matter, they're going to merge because everything's going to be delivered by the internet, whether it's on a cable that is a piece of coaxial cable, you know, or it's voice over IP. So it is basically internet protocol voice. And that's what Skype is. Of course, the video uses a different protocol, but yeah. Anyway, we always used to say it's just a matter of time, you know, before they merge. So all entertainment delivery systems are going to be internet, whether it's cable or not. So you mean for my voice over IP system? Is that what you're talking about? Because I use 8x8, Packet 8. I've been with them since gosh, 2007. Long time. If that's what you're talking about. My hair's a mess. I gotta get it cut. It's getting long again. Look at that. All right, now one thing I want to tell you guys. I got a new amp coming. And it has a new Vox amp. And it has a new Brian May Vox AC30 amplifier simulation with treble booster. And it's going to work my red special really well. You think so? Thanks, Mike. I've had a good run. You know, Jerry asked me. Oh, I see. Oh, no. Okay, I don't do super high quality audio over the internet, you know, from my phone. Of course, if you were running, you know, if you're a radio station, you would. Yeah, I hear you, Rob. If you're running a radio station, you would. But you know something, Jeff? I've been out of the game for a long time, so I honestly don't know what they're doing these days for that. So grow along to you. Well, I used to have long hair. I can show you pictures, or many pictures, and beard too. When I first moved to Taiwan, I grew my hair down to my elbow, kept it in a ponytail, and grew a beard. And then one day, I looked in the mirror, and I said, "How ridiculous do you look?" And then I was walking along, and a woman behind me, oh yeah. Well, let me talk to you about that in a second, okay, Jeff? Oh. A woman called me Bebe from behind, which means like old man, and I turned around, she says, "Oh, excuse me," because my hair is white. So I realized it made me look a lot older when I had a beard. Jeff, I used to live in Lynn, Mass, and back in those days, we're talking 1995, the mayor of Lynn invented a section of the town called the Cyber District, and there was an ISP there, and there was a 2-block radius that you could have a business on and get a direct connect to the backbone. And at that time, I wrote a paper on what I called TIRS, the Internet Recording Studio. And yeah, he is. And I worked out the protocol, I worked out the hardware and the software solutions, and I wanted to create the world's, at that time, first internet connected recording studio. And I wrote a paper and I sent it to the mayor, and he freaked out, and me and my partner he got an appointment. And first thing he said was, you don't have to explain it, we're sold, let's get you some financing. And couldn't get it done. I can't get anything done in America. That's one reason I left. I mean, I have had a number of, home run type ideas that I couldn't get anybody to listen to. And so now, like, I invented a new guitar pick. It's designed to work with the Red Special guitar, the Brian May guitar, to maintain a bright sound. And so, yeah, thanks. And so now that my wife and I run an 11 factory manufacturing consortium, I just went to one of them, showed him my prototype, and 20 minutes later the guy whacked out a SolidWorks 3D model, and 2 days later he's got a prototype for me. And I don't need to bother anybody. It's just, I was so sick of it. So many times I try to do things, and I try not to be that way. If somebody, comes to me with an idea that I think is going to make it, I'll do everything that I can do, to hook them up. Not really. Depends. I mean, any pick ruins the strings. I mean, finger oil ruins the strings. Professionals change their strings every 2 to 3 days anyway, right? But my pick is designed out of 1.6 millimeter stock, so any kind of stock will work. Yeah, that's the way to do it now. Back in the old days, when I was the vice president of operations for the Talk America radio network, or the vice president of engineering rather, we did Switch 56, IFB. It was basically all telephone lines. It was amazing that we were able to do the things that we could do now. We could only dream of the internet back then. So yeah, I know what they are. I know exactly what they are. And they leave little bits of stuff all over it. Yeah. Actually, more like tin alloys, right? It's huge. I just wish I was 32 again now. I had ISDN with 2 SPID numbers. It was fantastic. And get a call on one, drop down to 56K, hang up, back up to 128. Those are the old days, man. But all the guys that I know, like Jim Cutler, Dana Hersey, all those old big announcers doing stuff from their house, all had ISDN lines. They would direct connect, to like some radio network and just spend an afternoon reading stuff, 850 Sports, whatever it was, WITS, whatever it was, just read out. That was funny. The old days, man. That was good. Nope, it won't. When he dies down, that's it. But I'm going to be contacting his manager. Hey, Casper, how you doing? So you know Cutler, right? Tell Cutler Klein says hi. He'll get a kick, man. Get a kick out of that. He's where? He's in excellent. He's in New York State somewhere, right? Like Long Island or something. Anyway, he was in Boston for a long time. 0909. It's 010. It's 09010 here. Casper, you know the highlight that's on the corner down from Win-Wins? You got it. Exactly. Exactly. And we have our famous Periscope double comments happening here, but yeah. Oh, and the appearance of our copy bot. Yes, Casper, we are. And I really, really appreciate the bumper that you did for me. Connecticut. Jeff, where are you based out of? Yeah, actually, Cutler, you know it's not his real name, but Cutler is a ham op too, and so am I. We're both extra class ham operators. But we also had some of these tonight, and I was astonished how good these things are. I was astonished. These are really, really, really good. Yeah. Cool, huh? Cleveland. Okay, cool. Did you work with Cutler in Boston? I gotta have a second device just to kill the bots. Yes, I am. Jeff, can you think of any of the campaigns that Cutler's done recently? Because right now we have a lot of viewers from the States. Can you, I know, can you think of something that Cutler's done recently? Because I haven't, of course, I haven't been in the States in a long time. That maybe like some of the viewers watching from the United States have heard on radio. Can you think of anything that he's done? So, oh, I see. Well, he's really good, and you know he's one of the best, but he's like super like approachable, like regular old guy, you know. Diet Scope, yeah. No, this is like screw my Diet Scope. This is like I'm off my Diet Scope. That's what this is. Oh. I wish I could have moderators on Periscope like I have on YouTube that can like give people timeouts and stuff. But you know, we're down to the end of this. Yes, you do, Mike, and I appreciate it. Thank you. I gotta tell you, I feel great now. Had something to drink, had some high carbohydrate, zero food value, fun food. But today was not a good day for me with pain since I got that injury. So I want to say thanks to you guys because I wasn't sure what I was going to do tonight, you know. Started out down in Win-Win, so no rum. I was drinking whiskey, and had a little bit in my famous cup. But after eating all this stuff, I got a couple of these. These are pretty cheap. They're okay. Can't drink them all the time. But here's the thing. You can't be too strict. Yes. Thank you. You can't be too strict. Oh, understand, Jeff. Thanks. Take care. Always a pleasure to see you, Jeff. Thanks so much for joining. I appreciate it. Can't be too strict. Even my doctor said, you got to take a break and have some fun once in a while. You know, or everything that you're doing isn't worth it. Right? I mean, you got to be able to put the weights down and go dance on the dance floor or something, or whatever it is. You know, you just got to be able to take a little time. And for the most part, I've been pretty good about losing weight, staying on my diet, fasting the weight off, and it's staying off. But every once in a while, I do something like this because there's an emotional benefit. And that does something to your body. I mean, even the Bible talks about that. You know, wine makes the heart merry or cheery, and that does a tremendous amount. A positive attitude, you know. And if you're too strict about it and you feel like you're always depriving yourself and there's nothing to look forward to, how much fun is that? And I don't even do this once a week. I do this kind of stuff like once a month. When's the last time you guys saw me eat potato chips? So, well, I was on the road in the 70s, did some weird stuff. I remember I went to a club. I was 22 and I was dating an older woman, and like 12 years older than me. We're done. Casper, we're done right now. This is the last thing. I'm done with this. And we went to a club, and she was, and she and I were sitting at this club, and she's actually from Italy, from Verona. And there's kind of there's always like, you know, the hot babe, right, in any club. And we're sitting there, we're like, hey, look at this chick, she's on the dance floor. And so this guy came up to her, and she agreed to dance with him. It was painful. He was doing this thing, right? He's going like this, and then he dropped down on his knees, and then he went back on his back, and he's going like this. And this girl is like trying to distance herself from this guy. She's like, she starts dancing. She's going like, she's over here. She's going over here, right? He's just like over here, like not even looking at him. You know, she's like, are you off the floor yet? And finally, he got off the floor, and she turned around. It's like kind of like, and you know that song "Last Dance"? Yeah. That was the last dance for him with her. That was it. I would have paid money to the DJ to play Last Dance too for that one. Oh man. I would tell you this story about Eddie Cornelius, but I've told it too many times, so I don't want to wear it out. Anyway. I was playing when I was 22 years old. That's cool. They were on stage, right? So they were too busy, right? But remember, I was 22 years old. I was playing with a showman. The showmen were like almost my age now, like late 50s, you know. And we would go to places, and I would have women that were between 10 and 20 years older than me coming up to me asking me what kind of music we play, and they all wanted to hear disco. That's what they wanted to hear, disco, because they wanted to dance. That was a dance culture, you know. There's a dance culture today, apparently, but it's completely different. Back then it was mostly, you know, couples dancing, you know. And anyway, I was a professional musician when disco hit. Being a professional musician means that you make your money playing music, and you are like a hired gun. Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool. So the question is, did you make it a night to remember? That's the question. And so, anyway, well, that's ancient history, man. That whole thing, you know, back, I don't even know. Just ancient history. Yeah. So young back then, man. So young. But that was a good experience playing with those guys. They're a lot older than me. They introduced me to a different genre of music, beach music and so forth. So 35 years ago, sounds about right. Yep. But anyway, yeah, we should. This sounds like another night. So maybe, as you know, Casper. The thing is, it used to be, if you didn't photograph it, it didn't happen. These days, if you didn't scope it, it didn't happen. I'm very well traveled, as you know, throughout Asia. But I've got a daughter, and I can't leave. I mean, I can't leave my wife and my kid and go places. I have to take them with me. And then if I'm going to take them with me, then there has to be a reason. In other words, it has to be someplace that my wife wants to go. And my wife's met John Ho, you know, a couple of times actually, and she knows who he is. But I'm guessing we're probably not going to go there. That's just what I'm saying. And I know for a fact I ain't going there by myself. So, but I'd like to. It's a nice thought. I'd like to. But we'll see. But what I told John was, I told John this a long time ago in person when he was in Taiwan. I said, yeah. And someday you'll have a baby and you'll be just like me. And it's going to be the end of your Periscope career. And he laughed it off. We're going to find out, guys. I'm making a prediction. He's going to be scoping from his bedroom a lot more than he ever has before. Now, I know he travels for business, but there's going to be no more fun travel. You know, let's go around and wave our mobile phone at scenery and stuff and see how many thousands of views we can get. That ain't going to happen. Oh, no. It just doesn't happen. So, when my wife was pregnant, I went to Thailand in 2012, about 1 month before she gave birth. I know I am. Nah, we're not gonna. You don't have to worry about me skyrocketing. Bella, you're still with us. I really appreciate you hanging out so long. You know, I'm not gonna skyrocket. Yeah, of course. And there's nothing wrong with that. But people refuse to believe that that's going to change. Of course it's going to change. I told John, I said, your wife is not going to sit at home with the baby on her breast while you gallivant around doing what you do. It's just not going to happen. It's not. And so I went to Thailand on business to get some tools. When I came back, I didn't travel again until we went to Bali. Not yet. I mean, as of a few hours ago, not yet. And for business to pick up some tools, you know, and I came back. My kid was born on the 13th, and we did not leave Taiwan until last year when we went to Bali. So, oh, wait a minute. His wife did have the baby, Casper. Just like an hour ago or so? Is that what happened? Sorry, I missed that. I gotta pay attention. Really? I don't think I can scroll these. No, I can't. Can't scroll these. Okay. Yes, I was. Yes, but even more than that, Mike, my father, oh, really? Oh, that is so cool. I didn't know that. Oh. That's what you meant before. I'm sorry. But not just that, Mike. My father never talked to me in baby talk, and when he left me alone a lot when I was younger. I was traveling with him, and yeah, okay. Thanks, Bella. I missed that because we talked to John a little while ago in the line group a couple hours ago, and no. Yeah. Okay. There you go. So anyway, my father got me the entire collection of Atomic Energy Commission informational booklets, like, you know, a stack of them this long, and I read them all, that kind of stuff. So, and anyway, never treated me like a kid, expected me to act like an adult. I was 14 years old, living basically sometimes 6 weeks, sometimes 12 weeks, home alone, did my own laundry, my own cooking. I had a checking account. I'd buy my groceries. I went to school every day, never skipped school. I was expected to act like an adult and behave like one, and the rest is history. That's what I did. So yeah. You guys should hear me do Bible readings, because I really like to, you know, emphasize it and make it sound like you're there. That kind of stuff. I like dramatic readings, but maybe I'll do one for you, but I might bore you guys. So it's okay. Nah, it's good. Like A Boy Named Sue, right? The hard part wasn't until later when I had the medical problems, and then I started, you know, like trying to just get some kind of measure of success. You know, you heard me talking about Jeff, about the internet recording studio and so forth, you know, so yeah. True, Mike. Yeah, I'm trying to, Bella, and I have a standard of behavior for Phoenix, and I explained to the teachers, you know, that we expect her to be respectful and to address you, you know, in a proper manner, and if there's any problems, you are to call me and let me know, and those kinds of things. So yeah, all the teachers say that she is the most mature kid in the class and the most well behaved. But on the other hand, see, I mean, the talks that I have with her, when she was really young, I used to have talks like, well, we can do this the hard way or the easy way. And she would say, well, what is that? And I said, okay, well, you are going to go sit in the car, in your car seat with your seatbelt on, because Mommy and I are taking you someplace, we're going someplace. So the easy way is I open the door and you climb in and you sit in your car seat and I buckle it in. The hard way is you kick and you scream, I put you under one arm, I open the door, I forcibly make you sit in the seat, hold you down while I buckle the seatbelt on. And it might hurt a little bit. Not trying to, but I'm saying if you fight me, it might hurt a little bit. And she would actually think about it. and go, okay, the easy way. And so that's the kind of reasoning, you know, that I have done with her. And so now I give her privileges, extra things that, you know I can trust her with. You know what I'm saying? You get your homework done by a certain amount of time. We're going to sit down, we're going to watch some TV together. She has some favorite TV shows that she likes to watch with me. And she's really good because she'll go, oh, Bob, I can't watch that TV show, because she knows it's not good. It's not a good show for her. It's not for kids. And she even knows the shows, you know, that I don't know. And so because of that, we're training her conscience, which is something that may sound corny. But you know, the conscience, it's kind of like an alarm system, some people say. I mean, it alerts you to things that might be wrong, or, you know, something's not right, or you shouldn't be doing that. And so, yeah, we're trying to train her conscience. And when the TV's on and it's on a certain channel, even though it's a kid's channel, there might be some inappropriate content. Like, I don't like her to watch violent stuff. They got the kids blowing stuff up and shooting each other with, you know, guns and stabbing with knives and stuff like that. And so she'll say, Bob, I can't watch that. And I'll ask her, well, what channel can you watch? And she'll say, well, I can watch Yo-Yo. So I'll turn it to Yo-Yo, things like that. So she realizes that I give her a lot of respect and responsibility with that too. Yes, I can't be with her always. So what I'm trying to do is train her so she knows what to do when I'm not there. Unfortunately, due to the world that we live in, I've had to have the pedophile talk with her about that. And for those of you who have seen her, she is oh, when does one act on something one knows is wrong? Yeah, yes. Wait a minute, that was a question. I don't understand that question. When does one act? Well, you know, we all have a choice. The choice is to obey or disobey. That's it. That's our choice, you know. And so I try to, yes. But she honestly doesn't care about that. We've had many talks about that. But I had to have the pedophile talk with her, and I had to explain to her, and those of you who know what she looks like, she's a very beautiful young girl, and I know all parents say that, but she is. She's very cute. And I had to explain to her that she is worth money on the black market. And somebody may try to steal her, to sell her. And as bizarre as that may sound, she does understand what I mean. She doesn't understand, you know, the deep, nasty things, but she knows on the surface, you know, that she could be kidnapped. And so I got her an emergency whistle, and I put it around her neck when we were like Denpasar and you know, Taipei and the different airports that we were in when we went to Bali, and sometimes in train stations in Taiwan. And I never, ever, ever allow her to blow that whistle unless it's a drill. And I let her do it at home so she can get used to it and blowing the whistle, you know, like that, you know, really hard. So, that's a good question. That's a really good question. And so, if there's anything wrong, she'll blow the whistle, and she never has. I tend, and you guys might think I'm corny, but I tend to look, yes. I tend to look at things from a scriptural standpoint because I have a lot of scriptural knowledge and training. But here's what it comes down to. One of the things that Jesus said was, he was talking about the Mosaic Law. The Mosaic Law was designed to keep the nation of Israel pure so they wouldn't stray and do things wrong that were immoral. And What Jesus said one time was, he said this. He said, the law says that you must not commit adultery. He said, but I tell you that, I'm paraphrasing this in modern English, that anybody who continues to look at a woman with lust, with a desire to have her, has already committed adultery in his heart. And what that tells us is this. He's not talking about a random thought. Everybody has impulses. We're all imperfect humans. Everybody has impulses. I don't care who you are, at some point an immoral thought is going to pop in your head. And that's when you have a choice. This way or that way. This way or that way. Everybody has them. Dismiss it. It's done. It's over. Didn't commit a sin. Something happened that was normal. That's okay. But if you continue looking, if you dwell on it, those are the thoughts that can lead you down the road to destruction. People dwell on things like money. How can I make more money? I need money fast. They might do something. Well, true friends won't. It is self-control, Bella. It is. Very much so. But if you continue to dwell on certain things, you might say, for example, well, maybe I can make a quick amount of cash selling drugs. Or maybe I can rob a convenience store. See? All these actions, improper actions, always are preceded by improper thoughts and the improper thought process. So this is what I'm doing with my daughter. And you guys may think it's corny. In my opinion, it's my responsibility. It's my duty to humankind to teach her to be the best kind of person that I know how to train her to be, so she doesn't become a predator on other people or a ward of the state or anything else. And so I don't want to have to be there and say, well, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. She knows, like, for example, some of these violent video games that she sees other kids playing on tablets and phones. If she's around another kid and they show her one of those games, she'll walk away from it. And she, even at not even 6 years old, has enough of a personality that she already doesn't care what other people think about her like that. So that's important, because peer pressure is a huge issue. And I didn't mean to get so heavy on you guys with this at the end of this broadcast. But really, that's really what it amounts to. So every improper course of action starts with an improper thought process. So, yeah. Yeah. And I know it's corny, and I know everybody thinks it's outdated. But for me, you know, Bible knowledge and training that I have is just it's been a godsend for me. So, yeah, thank you. And of course, I never punish her for stuff that I haven't told her is not wrong. Never. If she does something, you know, that I think is wrong, but I haven't gone over that with her, or she doesn't know about it, I'll sit her down and explain it to her, and she gets it. And she knows another thing too. That's right. She knows another thing too, that I will never punish her for telling me the truth about something that she may have done wrong. Yeah. I'm going to make her suffer the consequences. But sometimes she's not even 6 years old. And sometimes she'll come to me and she'll say, Papa, I did something I wasn't supposed to do. So I never freak out. I want to keep those lines of communications open. Because listen, when she's 16, when she's 17 and 18, I need this kind of communication. She's got to be able to come to me and tell me when she's done something wrong. She has to be able to. If she feels like she can't, that's That's bad. Yes, it has. Glara, how you doing? So, whenever she says something like that, she's only a little kid, Papa, I did something wrong. Okay. Why don't you start at the beginning and just tell me about it? Tell me what happened. And then we'll talk about the principle. And then maybe we'll pray after, so it makes her feel better. And so, well, thanks. I try to be. I'm just trying to do my part. You know, these absentee parents and these people. I mean, it just every day. Mike, I saw at the tea shop, I saw a woman there with 2 boys, and these boys, neither one of them was even 5 years old. They had their own iPhone, and they're playing games on it. They're going like this. And what was the mom doing? And the kids are starved for attention, so it's crazy. It's crazy. Thanks. Thanks, Bella. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, but it's nothing special, you know. I'm not doing anything special. All I'm doing is what I think I should be doing. That's it. And I don't want to, you know, receive any special attention for it, any compliments or anything, because, you know, why should I? I'm just doing I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and, you know, nothing more. So anyway, it's time to go. It is almost, wow, it's almost 5 minutes of 1. We've been on a huge amount of time. I may end up deleting this because this has gone weird. I don't know. Do you guys think this is weird? I don't know. But we had an interesting talk, convenience store talk, as Bud called it. So, but thanks so much for joining, you guys. I got to get out of here. I got to get home. I got to take Phoenix to school tomorrow. Take my wife to Starbucks, and we got a package coming. Thank you. Thanks for sticking around, Coco. My goodness, you've been quiet because you've been there. So, sorry about that, Gallardo. We've been talking about many different things. I had sampled some food tonight, so you might want to check it out like about an hour ago, maybe. So, but yeah, I'm talking about different things. So, thank you, Mike. Thanks so much. It's been a pleasure. You guys take care. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys, and you ask a lot of good questions. It's good. So, and Bella, nice to see you on Periscope. Gosh, it's been ages. Crying out loud, it's been ages. Okay, I won't delete it. Okay, thanks. But you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. The lefties are going to call me out on this, and you know they will. But I don't care. What we used to say, let it all hang out. Take care, you guys. And I'm going to leave this thumbnail for Periscope. Bye-bye.